majesty of your psychic intellect and made you my puppet.
It's a bullseye! And here's your host, Jim Boyd!
Perhaps today is a good day to die. Prepare for running speed!
Sir, there's another starship coming in. It's the Enterprise.
Your shoulder bone connected to your neck bone, your neck bone connected to your head bone. Now hear the word of the Lord. Them bones gonna walk around.
Take a base of action. Green group, skip across the whole sector of each other.
Admiral, we have enemy ships in Sector 47.
It's a trap.
.007 Triple X.
Bond, what do you think you're doing?
Keeping the British hand up, sir.
Nobody does.
Sorry if I scared you. You'll like this bit.
I was started off. I was on a good. Yes, indeed. I didn't click to put myself on. That was dumb. Oh, bad Rabbi. Bad. I'm tired, mate. I'm tired. I am jiggered. As you know, I've often mentioned this. I am cream crackered, ladies and gentlemen. I really am. That stream I do on Saturday night wipes me out. I got to bed like at 1. I'm like, it's a bit rough, but I like doing it. That's the trouble. So I'm kind of trapped. What am I gonna do? I'm kind of trapped. Oh, the sweet kiss of coffee. How I love thee. Right. Oh, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna try and maybe do an hour show tonight rather than do 2 hours. I don't know, but then we got too much stuff to go over. Like, oh man, the Blue Sky stuff. We got to talk about Blue Sky and toxic fandom. I had the story bubbling here for a week. I haven't really got onto it. But the Blue Sky story is freakishly hilarious, right? It is funny in a way that I couldn't really imagine. Let me do a look. There's one tweet I saw from Blue Sky. And it just epitomized everything. I'm gonna do a search. I wonder if it comes up. No, but there was the people who were on Blue Sky said we had a nice community here before the exodus on Twitter, and now it's like a nightmare. It really is. Oh yeah, got that one. No. So we do have to talk about Blue Sky because a lot of people are leaving and heading off to Blue Sky. Fuckity bye bye, if I may quote David. I wonder if I can get that clip. 1 second. Let me have a do. I'll do fuckity bye bye. Let's see what happens if I just put that into YouTube. Okay. Yes. So here we go. Let me just. Yeah, here we go. And I think we're going to be using this clip quite vigorously, quite often. Where it download.
Hi, listen, can you do me a favour? Buy some flowers for Nicola fucking Murray. Yeah, have them delivered to her home this evening with a card that says, sorry you had to go, but let's face it, you are a fucking waste of skin. Waste of skin, yeah.
Yeah, oh, Peter, we love you, baby, we love you. Yeah, I mean, that's how, again, we'll talk about this later, but it's hilarious. It is just hilarious how they're all running the Blue Sky. And fine, okay, you go off in this tiny little bubble that nobody's ever going to see and hear from him again. Banana, hey, goodbye. So I'm really, it's just win-win. They'll either do that or come slinking back with their tail between their legs. It's so funny. right? It's genuinely so funny. What's the what else are we talking about tonight? We have got to do Blake 7. Man, I'm so behind. Oh, we got the Doctor Who Christmas stuff. The Christmas clip dropped. And, okay. It's not exciting. I'm sorry. The T-Rex in it was very good, but it's not exciting. Look, Nicola Coughlan, I'm sure she's a lovely person, right? I thought the episodes of Derry Girls I saw with her, and I thought she was good and funny. I think she's kind of like, I was going to say it's like Ncuti Gatwa, but I think she's probably much more talented than Ncuti Gatwa in that, she's a fat girl, essentially, right? And she's bubbling with energy and life and but essentially she's a fat girl, and they want to say, see, she's as beautiful as anybody else. And she's lovely, don't get me wrong, but no one's whacking off over her if you're not, deranged, right? I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. That's not a diss on her, right? I mean, look, that I would want to whack off over Millie Gibson, over Nicola Coughlan, right? That is, I don't really think it's just I don't think what puts one above the other, frankly. And again, sure, both these young ladies absolutely lovely, but yeah, I think that's why she's been propelled into the limelight somewhat. It's and she's the one essentially carrying this special on the back, because it's her and Ncuti Gatwa, and Ncuti Gatwa just, oh man, did they back the wrong horse with Ncuti Gatwa? I mean, it just worked out so badly. It's shocking how bad it worked out. It would have been as bad if they didn't keep talking him up, saying, oh, wow, what a great doctor this is. Oh, you're going to love this. This is crazy, right? This is absolutely crazy. No, it wasn't very good. Here's the thing. We're living in a time right now, really, where we are right now is where the bullshit is over. Right, that's what this recent election just told everybody. Stop, you lie, but it doesn't really matter. Like the bloke who came on the stream with the last week to talk about the Trumpy matters. It was going back. We're talking again in the comments. He's like, I wouldn't be so excited about Matt Gaetz. He did all these things. Blah, blah, blah. He's accused. I'm like, it doesn't move the dial at all. In fact, moves anything in his favor. The accusations against him, I think they're more likely to be disingenuous, right? And why? Because of all the disingenuous shit that's gone down, right? It's like, yeah. So and he may be guilty of sin. I think he's going to be very good. Man, they are freaking out. Oh, I do. Yeah, I'm enjoying the freaking out, right? And they're flailing, which I'm also finding quite pleasant. So, they're upset about the Pete, what's his name, is going to be the Secretary of Defense, because he's going to unpick all the DEI crap from the army, right? And there's so much DEI crap in the army here. So check this out. The Sunday shows have been going crazy.
It also said that any general that was involved in any of the DEI woke crap has got to go. Do you expect Donald Trump to fire top generals who he can?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. If there's any face that represents DEI woke crap, it's this face. Look at her.
Considers woke, or those close to former chairman Mark Milley.
I mean, I don't think you have to interpret.
Arrest.
Yeah, I don't think you have to interpret anything. I think they've been very clear that they're putting together some sort of panel that's going to look at generals, people who have served their nation.
Yeah, we're going to walk back your woke bullshit, right? What if I can find it? What was it? Was it a woke FBI ad? Let me see if I can find that. It was super woke FBI ad. This was like 2020, right? It was really woke. Woke FBI, or was it? Was it this one? CIA. That's the one. Oh, 1 second. Yeah. Okay, so we need to take a little detour to see exactly what we're talking about. What do you mean woke military? I don't know. I'll find that military ad next. Oh god, that's so woke, that military ad. But yeah.
When I was 17, I quoted Zora Neale Hurston's How It Feels to Be Colored Me in my college application essay.
Yeah, it's all about your identity, darling.
The line that spoke to me stated simply, I am not tragically colored. There is no sorrow dammed up in my soul nor lurking behind my eyes. I do not mind at all. At 17, I had
but like, why make it no? Why don't you say it's no issue at all?
No idea what life would bring, but Sora's sentiment articulated so beautifully how I felt as a daughter of immigrants then and now. Nothing about me was or is tragic. I am perfect.
I mean, other than your insane narcissism.
Made. I can wax eloquent on complex legal issues in English while also belting Guayaquil de mis amores in Spanish.
I don't think you can wax lyrical on anything in English or Spanish. I don't think she's that good.
I can change a diaper with one hand and console a crying toddler with the other. I'm a woman of color. I am a mom. I am a cisgender millennial who's been
Cisgender millennial. Yes, this is what we mean by woke crap.
Diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. I am intersectional, but my existence is not a box.
With generalized anxiety disorder. Oh yeah, you're somebody I want working at the CIA.
Checking exercise. I am a walking declaration. A woman whose inflection.
No, you absolutely are. Hear that again. You absolutely are a box checking exercise.
I am intersectional, but my existence is not a box checking exercise. I am a walking declaration.
You are 100% box checking exercise.
A woman whose inflection does not rise at the end of her sentences, suggesting that a question has been asked. I did not sneak into CIA. My employment was not and is not the result of a fluke or slip through the cracks. I earned my way in.
No, it was not that. It's DEI, right? You had the right skin color, the right politics, right attitude. You got the job you wanted.
And I earned my way up the ranks of this organization. I am educated.
Yes, I earned, because I was not white and a woman, and then I kept being not white and a woman, and that can maybe be really, really good, not being not white and a woman.
Qualified and competent. And sometimes I struggle. I mean,
like, I would love to see the fictional Major Gogol from the James Bond movies. He was M's opposite number in the Kremlin, right? I would love to see his face when he said, this is what happens to Felix Leiter's operation, this.
Feeling like I could do more, be more to my two sons, and I struggle leaving the office when I feel there's so much more to do. I used to struggle with.
Yeah, there's plenty of people, Christians, who pray. Got to put them in jail.
Imposter syndrome, but at 36.
No, you do struggle with imposter because you shouldn't be there.
I refuse to internalize misguided patriarchal ideas of what a woman can or should be.
Yeah, they're right. I don't know what he was talking about being woke. This isn't woke at all.
I am tired of feeling like I'm supposed to apologize for the space I occupy, rather.
You should apologize because you shouldn't be there. You're only there because you're a non-white woman. Honestly, you bring nothing to the table.
Than intoxicate people with my effort, my brilliance. I am proud of me. Full stop. My parents.
Good. I'm glad you're proud of you. I'm sure you're wonderful, but that you're intoxicated at your own brilliance is a bit narcissistic.
Left everything they knew and loved to expose me to opportunities they never had. Because of them, I stand here today a proud first generation.
And she's wearing clear heels. Fuck me. Okay, I mean, I don't think you can say much more than that. She's wearing clear fucking heels.
Latina, an officer at CIA. I am unapologetically me. I want you to be unapologetically you.
Unless you vote for Trump, then. But no, again, this is why they had their asses handed to them.
Whoever you are, know your worth, command your space. Mija, you're worth it.
Yeah, again, that's what they meant. But you might say that's the CIA, it's not the army. Is this the one? I think this is the one. Yeah. Oh, God. 1 second. I think they have a Chinese army ad as well in it. Oh, it doesn't let me download it? No. Tragic. Wait, let me see if I can find it. Russian army ad. I mean, like, this was from a number of years ago. It's so bad. Former Navy SEAL reacts to the ad. Let's try this one. And yeah, again, all this is designed for women. I buy in for women, and I'll say a lot of the Harris campaign was like women talking, trying to talk like men.
One of my moms had an accident that left her paralyzed.
One of my mothers, no.
Doctor said she might never walk again, but she tapped into my family's pride to get back on her feet.
Why do they need to be lesbians?
Eventually standing at the altar to marry my other mom.
And that.
Again, this here. So this is the guy reacting. I didn't want to see it rather than. Oh yeah, we got that one there as well.
Only question that could.
I mean, again, that was a military
tougher
ad.
Because when you watching time, I'm Carl Higgin. Remember to catch me on Saturday and Sunday morning.
If we can find it anywhere else. It's just it's so bad. Oh, well, there's one over here. I'm just looking. I mean, I can't help but giggle. I mean, this is like Emma Watson's army ad, isn't it? Let's try this one. Let's see if this will work. Oh, is this it? No. Oh yeah. Well, they got another clip in this one. I think we'll see all the bits we need to see. Honestly, I want to do there. Woke U.S. Army ad. I'll do a search on YouTube. Wouldn't that be? Wouldn't that make sense? Is this it? No. They must have scrubbed it. All right, let me look at the twats. Woke U.S. Army ad. Oh man, yeah, this is a picture of the military. I mean, the military is just so freaking degenerate. Yeah, one second. Let me pull that up. Like, do I see the ad anywhere? Yeah, we'll just play it from this. So yeah, one of her mothers learned to walk again. So they, like, how's their mother before they get married here?
It begins in California with a little girl raised by two moms. I also marched for equality. I like to think I've been defending freedom from an early age.
Yeah, I don't know what they mean about woke.
When I was 6 years old, one of my moms had an accident that left her paralyzed, but she tapped into my family's pride to get back on her feet. Eventually standing at the altar.
They did shoot down that Chinese.
Why does this kid look nothing like either of her mothers? Is it a baby they just kidnapped from outside of Walmart?
On her feet. Eventually standing at the altar to marry my other mom. And after meeting with an army recruiter, I found it. A way to prove my inner strength. I'm U.S. Army Corporal Emma Malone Lord, and I answered my calling.
Folks.
So yeah, that's why Pete holds
over multiple administrations, Democrat and Republican, in combat.
Okay, anybody who okayed that bullshit I just saw needs to go. Yeah.
I think they've been very clear that they're putting together some sort of panel that's going to look at generals, people who have served their nation their entire lives over multiple administrations, Democrat and Republican, in combat. They are now openly talking about dismissing them like some sort of kangaroo court. You can imagine the
Oh yeah, you know what kangaroo courts look like, don't you, darling?
stress in the Pentagon about that, but also on the future of who we are as a military, right? Our military and the role of the military is in the Constitution.
Yeah, maybe they shouldn't be a military that, like, hands away, billions of dollars of, was it $70 billion worth of equipment when they got defeated in Afghanistan?
For a reason, and I think we're really at risk of politicizing the military in a way that we can't put the genie back in the bottle.
No, you already did that, darling. Where you been for the last 4 years?
But there have been issues with recruiting of late, and Hegseth talks about that.
Sure. I mean, there's issues.
I love this, like, this is her pushback. Her, like, I mean, like, really?
I mean, there's issues with recruiting. I think you talk to any business leader, there's issues with recruiting as well. There's just a high demand signal, but I don't think that showing that you can be summarily fired in this system is...
Anybody who was involved with the withdrawal from Afghanistan should be summarily fired. Yes. Anybody who has weaponized the military, politicized the military, should be fired. Yeah, I mean, like, and here, one second. I mean, this shouldn't be normal, right? This picture I'm about to show, this shouldn't be a normal thing that somebody will be okay doing. Wearing a doggy sex mask with your medals, right? Well, if the need 3 decades into this old army dog is finally done, as he's coal ravaged. U.S. Army retired. It's been a great run. Alpha pup, like proud pup. Yeah, no, this is obscene. Yeah, this stuff needs to go. Yeah, this stuff needs to go.
Increased recruiting. And, I will just take note that
he said, like, why am I being lectured by another idiot woman? Right? Have you done such a great job? How's Star Wars looking? With your buddy Kathleen Kennedy. Is the full still female, is it, darling?
It would attract normal males if we...
Well, his idea of normal may be different.
It's normal, right? Normal. Shouldn't you be shaving your head and going on a sex strike for 4 years? Go ahead. Right, yeah, so watch us not give a shit.
We want a diverse force, right?
No, we don't. We want an effective force, you dumb cunt. You want an effective force.
Now, the military is one of the most diverse institutions in the...
And it's a fucking joke.
The world. So the officer corps should reflect that diversity. And that's just not me saying it. That's the Supreme Court of the United States. When they went after diversity issues at our campuses, they excluded...
Oh, they're going after diversity issues at your campuses. Right? Yeah. No, the days of wokeness are over, darling.
Our service academies, West Point, the Naval Academy, so that because they understood that a diverse workforce, a diverse officer corps is a national security issue in the United States.
Yeah, it's going, baby. So, yeah, this is not the only person who had the revelation that Trump meant what he said. Oh, 1 second. Trump meant what he said. Video files. This was as well. Maybe not quite as smooth, right? Not quite as smooth. This one here.
Congress to pass a bill establishing that the only genders recognized by the United States government are male and female, and they are assigned at birth.
Yes! Yeah! Orange man advocating for transracial. Yeah, it's a mental thing, darling. It is a mental thing.
That right there is really terrifying.
How does that change anything?
Every trans person should be very afraid of that.
Well, all 7 of you.
A law stating that the only 2 genders are male and female, and
if not stating the biological reality, yes.
That they are assigned at birth.
I like that. Yeah. Yeah, your delusion is over. No one's helped you by mollycoddling this delusion you've been living in.
That's scary.
Reality is.
It's really, really scary. My driver's license says F on it. So what? They're going to roll that back?
Probably, yeah.
I could say M on it again.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Oh, man. That's so weird. They're all so weird. What else did I say? I thought something else was going to show. But yeah, okay. This, I think, is quite an average example of what I think is... How would you explain when you abuse mentally ill people, right? I think this person has been diagnosed as trans, and I think... I really think this is an abuse to a mentally ill person. So you tell me what you think.
Congress to pass a bill establishing...
I mean, that's just an abuse of mentally ill person. It's something totally different. Where is it? Not there. Doink.
Okay, can you have a seat there for me?
Long time.
Yeah, haven't seen you for a little while, have I?
No.
Okay, that bloke, and I'm sorry, you're not convinced me that's a lady wearing that slutty dress is not a sign of mental health.
No.
I've got like 3 issues really I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
The first one is that I'm having a lot of back pains and like muscular pains. It's been like that for about 3 weeks now. I don't know if it's got anything to do with the medications that I'm taking.
Like this woman, I think it should be struck off.
Okay.
I mean, come on. Like, everyone wants everybody to be their own true self. But, like, this guy's own true self maybe is maybe a bonkers person, right? Maybe it's not a mentally ill person, which is what they look like to me.
You just tell me what's going on in your life, just because you're feeling tired and achy. So, because you left you and your partner split up, didn't you?
Yeah.
So you're living are you living on your own?
Yeah, still living in the same place, okay. in the sheltered house.
And I'm sure a very sweet and lovely person, but I think this person's being abused by telling them that, you know, sex is interchangeable. Which again, I can't think should be it can't be considered hate speech to say that it's not, given that that's going to be the cornerstone of the leader of the free world, you know, and so they were very clearly elected upon that.
I was in.
Yeah, Valentine is a trans woman. That means Valentine was born a man, but would like to live her life as a woman.
Yeah, okay, so you get your medical degree struck off at that point.
And she is now under the Gender Identity Clinic for the southwest of England. As well as going through the gender reassignment, Valentine has complex mental health problems, including...
Exactly. Look, if someone's got complex mental health problems, maybe that's not the time to cut off their cock and balls. I don't know, maybe that's a bad idea.
Personality disorder and anxiety and depression.
Yeah, I don't think cutting off his cock and balls is going to make him feel better, right? I don't, right? And I'm not saying that to be cruel to him, for God's sake. I'm saying that because I think you are being cruel to him, right? I really do. I think you are. I think you are. This is genuine cruelty. It's not good, right? It's not good. So with that, I should have had something a little bit lighter to end on. Man, that's really kind of a down. Let me see if I got anything in my was it? Where is it? In my bookmarks, right? No, it's all bad, baby. It's all bad. I mean, I got this cool Donald Trump video. Can we put that on? I don't know. That was a real down. Yeah, I'm going to put this on because that was just a downer to end on. Because, like, I don't know. I would like that person to be well and happy, right? And, like, content and safe. And I don't think any of that's going down, right? And I think that's hopefully what this wonderful new world that we're about to enter will bring. You know, I was really very impressed once with, who was it? Curtis. I can't remember the guy started the Guardian Angels in New York, and he was running for mayor, right? And obviously he wasn't going to win, but he was doing a live press conference, and a crazy homeless man comes up, right? Starts talking to him, and they're about to drag him. And says, "No, don't." And he engages him, right? He engages him, and he and the guy starts crying. It was a real powerful moment, right? It was like, "Who are you? Where are you from? And you've been on the street long." And like just him something and talking to him like a human being, and what he said at the end was really impressed me. He says, "Don't worry, we're going to look after you. It's our responsibility," right? And I feel the same way about that gentleman just now. It's our responsibility, and we're not living up to our responsibility, right? So it is our responsibility. And yeah, again, that's really why I'm so excited about this new government coming in, right? It's all about the fun side of responsibility. Yeah, let's look at this. This bit of a feel-good 1 minute thing.
We can now officially project that Donald Trump will become the 47th president of the United States. He will be going back to the White House.
And I don't know if you're on Twitter. I would recommend being on X. Right? There's so much optimism coming out the Trump camp. Like when you keep seeing this team he's put together, like RFK. I am so psyched about RFK being in government.
I will fight for you, for your family. And
this inauguration is going to be huge. Oh man, this one's going to be huge beyond huge.
Your future with every breath in my body.
Thing is, I believe it, right? I believe he will fight for the future. Every breath of I believe him.
We're never going to stop fighting for you, for your dreams, for the future of your children. We're going to lead the greatest comeback in American history under Donald Trump's leadership.
God spared my life for a reason, to restore America to greatness. Together we can truly make America great again.
Yeah, again, I said this last week. I'm genuinely happy that 2020 went down the way it did. Right? I do think the Democrats cheated to do it. Right? I'm genuinely happy. Right? I'm genuinely happy because the Trump we're getting now is beyond awesome, right? The RFK Trump, was it Vivek Ramaswamy, Elon Musk? Very cool. And just to be clear, it's a choice of that or this weird shit, right? Like, darling, they're just on the way to shave their heads and not have sex. I believe you, honey. I believe it. Happiest childless millennial on the earth. It's sad. It's sad to see open, pathetic, wasted lives. But, you know, some things are happy. Oh, wouldn't this be a great Christmas scene? And may I say, we see incredible advances in the world of AI that I was able to make a gift wrapping costume for Nicola Bryant here. I tried this last year and it wouldn't take, right? It wouldn't go. But this year, it's all good, baby. The AI put it all together. In the same way, we'll be excited for the Christmas stock too. Not excited at all. Like, you'll be excited for it. Like if you expect to find me under the Christmas tree, I would be very excited. I don't really think I can quantify quite how excited I would be. But very, 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 right? It's roughly where I'm holding, right? Very, 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 very excited. Fine, let's get straight. Only that is here. For Eki Thump's sake, it's the middle of Ekivember. It's too thumping early for Christmas. Oh no, baby. Well, listen, Thanksgiving is 2 weeks away. Less. Oh man, that's gonna be a weird one this year for a lot of families. And hi everyone, how are you? Otis. Unlike American Castles, we don't have anything except Christmas for the next couple of months. We've done firework night. It's true, Guy Fawkes night. Watch the shooty Christmas trailer. This has got an Archer on Will of the Fans. Still not going to get me to watch it. I mean, I watch it like professionally, and so I can do a stream on it. I'll do a stream Christmas Day. I might do 2 streams Christmas Day. I have to decide. But, I'm not looking forward to it at all, sadly. Thought another clip for you. The opening scene of Sarah seeing the TARDIS in the school reunion in the basement. You're right. That, for me, was the best scene on New Who. It was perfect. I can't think of my top if I agree with that's the best scene. I don't know. I think I do like Capaldi facing off against all the Cybermen just before he was He wasn't killed, but nearly. North South of there. Hell, North South. How you doing? Thank you for joining us. Gemma Atkinson or Paula Patton? Well, let us investigate. Let us indeed investigate these questions, right? There we go. Doink. We'll be back with you soon. Okay, Nicola, don't worry. Don't worry. So who are we up to? Gemma Atkinson. Okay, Gemma Atkinson. I came right up here. Let's have a look. Oh, she's, I don't know. She's reasonably attractive, a bit milfy. Not really doing much for me. I have to tell you. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, okay. Or who's the other? Paula Patton. No. Patton. Doing Paula Patton moves. I guess he's I guess Paula Patton, but she looks like she'll be a bit of a pain in the ass. Wait, she was in Westworld? Oh, hey, 1 second. She just got better. Now I know she was in Westworld. Who was she in Westworld? Paula Patton, Westworld. Westworld. No, okay, fine. It wasn't. Paula Patton. What's she been in even? Oh, she was the chick from Mission Impossible 4. I don't go neither again, I'm afraid. You're not doing good here, right? You're not doing. It's been 2 days of me saying no, right? I'm sorry. I'm going to stick with my AI Nicola Bryant. I think that's just the sensible move. Frankly, it's just a normal and sensible move, ladies and gentlemen. Where are we up to? Fine. So yeah, those questions had to be asked. Lord thoughts of Darren M. How you doing, Darren? Thank you for joining us. Amaru is here. How you doing, Amaru? Shalom to you, sir. Matthew Powder is here. How you doing, Matthew Powder? Thank you for joining us. And we have Jonathan Cox. Who else do we have in the chat? No, we want elite force vocabulary. Voluntary military should be exclusive. Yes. You're screaming sense at an idiot woman, right? I know. I think I wish there was some kind of way to have some kind of like detector, right? Do you remember when the what was that? The Will Smith movie I Am Legend? The ending they abandoned was much better than the ending they went to. There's some kind of scanner to see if you had like the zombie disease, right? I wish you could have some kind of scanner to see if somebody was an idiot woman, right? Idiot woman. Oh no, you can't run anything, darling. You have to go home now, right? Pup players King says go. Karamazov. Yes, it shouldn't be like hey, look at me. I can't imagine wearing a police union with leather straps and a pop hood. Well, I think that guy probably could for anything less than a joke. Well, no, I think this was just degeneracy unbound, right? It's degeneracy unbound. That's been the Biden-Harris regime. Why is it being recorded publicly? Isn't there Dr. Benjamin? I don't know. It disturbed the hell out of me when I saw it. I was like, that's not good. If you want a nose job or a leg amputation, I would have multiple psychiatric problems. I probably would have been told that I wouldn't be clear for surgery. Exactly. But whip your wedding tackle off. That's no problem. No, yeah, we're not going to protest at all. That's totally fine. It's a book holder. How you doing, Isla? Thank you for joining us. It just looks like it does. It looks like mental abuse, but I think that's the wrong word, right? Was it? You work in canine detention. That's cool. That's very cool. Dr. Alex is there. Oh, you sent me a message. Okay, when I get messages on Saturday night, I have to be lucky to catch them. I saw you sent me something. I didn't even listen to it. I do apologize. Problem is my X feed is full of anti-Trump posts. Not for much longer, mate. That's gone on. It's been the wrong one. Dr. Alex said, hello. Hello, sir. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Mark the Vicar is here. Mark the Vicar. Who says hell? Anything else? Happy is superlative by definition. Only one can be the happy. Well, exactly. Well, look, Carly, are you talking logic and reason to these bumbling buffoons? Right? Are you out of your bloody mind? That's crazy. Why would you do that? That's a very bad idea, if you don't mind me saying so. Very, very, very bad idea, right? An idea that just, I think, does not work, right? That's the way I will put it. One second. An idea that does not work. Fine. Where are we going to start with? We can go over here. Now I lost the page. I've got to look up Doctor Who on Bleeding Cool. Doink. Because I wouldn't mind hearing what Moffat has to say about his Christmas special. Doink. Bleeding Cool is so hard to navigate. Over here. Doink. Fine! Yay! Doctor Who Christmas special's coming. No, I did enjoy last year's one. I really did. Your mum phone, what did you miss? Well, listen, I don't want to say anything. But, you know, if there was a mystery man in your mum's life there, Alex, it wasn't me. Right? Everybody saw I was here. Right? This isn't pre-recorded. I deny any involvement with your mother. Right? And whatever pictures she shows you of us in whatever kind of sick, rutting, physical ecstasy. Nah, it's all fake, mate. It's all fake. Don't believe any of it. What was I up to? All right, oh god. So Shooting That Cat was Doctor Who, and you know what? He had this great idea. I'm going to play Doctor Who super queer. Who could have seen that coming, right? Only somebody who's anybody's ever seen Shooting Cat would do anything. So there's a new clip that's out. Well, let's set the scene. This is the second clip they released, right? This would be the first one they released. When was it? At the end of the season? Fine. So let's set the scene and see what we have coming up this Christmas. Written by Stephen Moffat. Don't think it's going to help, quite frankly.
H, it's me, Nicola Coughlan.
And again, I think I said this earlier, right? I think she's a genuinely talented person. I thought she was great in Derry Girls, right? That generally made me laugh because I think she's talented and funny. I've never seen Bridgerton. My impression is because she's fat, essentially, because she's a fat girl. She's being promoted because she's a she's like, they're not for the male gaze, it's no one's whacking off of her, right? Nobody, without a weird face. Very nice looking girl. Don't get me wrong. I hope she gets married and she has a wonderful sex life with her husband, right? I'm sure she will, right? But in terms of Western idealized beauty, she's not that, right? Millie Gibson is. She isn't. Nicola Bryant is. She isn't, right? Sydney Sweeney is. She isn't, right? I'm not. It's not a diss. Like saying there's some women I don't want to come on their tits. Whenever I see them, it's not a diss. I'm sorry. No, I know. Women are like, really? You don't want to come on my tits, really? Oh, I feel bad. Don't feel bad, ladies. Don't look. In truth, the only tits I would come on is my wife's, right? And I don't, frankly. I don't see a green light for that anytime in the near future. It's like, how do you broach that conversation, right? I know. I guess you have to. I have to think about it, right? I do have to think about it. The doctor has an alternative crystal doc lined up to go head to head with whatever the BBC spews up. Oh, let me tell you, there's going to be a lot ahead in the one, whatever the BBC spews up has got Shooting Out with it. Anyway, let's get back to Nicola Coughlan. Yeah, this was from Comic-Con, right?
So sad I can't be at San Diego Comic-Con with you all, but I hope you're having an amazing time. So I am
They were.
thrilled to be joining Doctor Who for the Christmas special this year, and I am so excited for you to meet my character Joy, a determined woman whose life is changed forever.
I fucking hate him and say a determined woman. Oh.
Ever when she meets the Doctor.
What, she finds that she's gay?
I had the best time shooting this episode with Shooty and the whole...
Couldn't care less how much fun he had. Literally, look, everybody hated Shooting the Abyss. I like that movie.
Whole crew. I cannot wait for you all to meet Joy. Now, before I go, I want to personally give you all a first look at the special.
You're not personally giving me anything, darling. For God's sake, this is a general video. Oh,
Coming this Christmas to Disney Plus and BBC iPlayer. Enjoy!
Again, I'm sure she's a nice woman. I think, like Shooty Gatwa, she's a purse puppy. It's a tool.
It's been hit. Don't think there'll be much left. Used to know someone who lived up that way a long time ago.
There was a great scene in Master of the Air, which Shooty Gatwa was in, if you don't blink and miss him, where it's like one of the American characters. They're in England during the and they're in this. He's basically has a hookup, right? And they're in the house overlooking, like, on the outskirts of London, on the suburbs, and they're looking at the raid and, like, the flames and, you know, the devastation going on. That was a really good take on it. This
woman, was it?
2 women, in fact.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
Wait, was that? Did we get a lesbian reference already?
Window, Basil. There's a war on.
Cathedral's been hit. Don't think there'll be much left. Used to know someone who lived up that way a long time ago.
Woman, was it?
2 women, in fact.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, okay, so, fine, obviously.
It's the end of everything, you know. Everything we hold dear. Democracy itself will fall.
Yeah, that's what happened if Trump didn't win. I agree with you.
And she's toasting a pumpkin latte.
Everything gets worse with Shooty Gatwa. It's really incredible. He brings down, just him walking in. It's this. Everything gets a bit worse with Shooty Gatwa. Zero screen presence.
No?
Oh, look, his doctor screwed up. Ha 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 ha. So funny, screwed up.
Okay.
And what if they were Jewish? Ham is not kosher. I find that deeply offensive.
It's locked.
Well, that door's always been locked.
What is that door?
I mean, look, the globe-trotting nature of it is good. It does have that, like, you know, Christmas Day, like, impact. But man, Shooty Gatwa is like nails on a fucking chalkboard. And if they lean into the gay, right, which they're going to because they can't help themselves, it's just going to turn people off. And that doesn't mean everybody hates gay people. No. It just means nobody's really interested in watching queer representation as they're digesting their 15th mince fucking pie. Okay, this is a real. I must have saw this when it came out. I must have reviewed it. I have no memory of this whatsoever.
Ham and cheese toasty and a pumpkin latte.
Who are you?
Wrong room. Never mind.
Yeah, I kind of preferred it when the Doctor like landed in places and like, you know, had to deal with the you know, Exelons and stuff. This was kind of better, I think. Honestly, I do. Okay, this is why it worked with the Matt Smithies and Capaldi and with Eccleston and Tennant, right? Because they were already competent doctors who you felt you might survive by being around. These ones you don't.
Ham and cheese toasty and a pumpkin latte. Never mind.
I like they make it Christmassy. I mean, I think that's important. But the because I've only ever seen the Christmas episode, don't watch any more. That Christmas episode was by far the best thing he's ever done because he wasn't in. And yes, darling, it does. You're like waiting to give her $20 for it. Yeah, fuck me. Not really doing it for me. Again, I'm sorry. I want to be more upbeat about it, but it's like, I know it's just not working. For me, it just doesn't work at all. I just find probably because I find Shooting Gap was so incredibly annoying. Fine, so that was the preview. Let's see the new one that came out for Children in Need. Now, on the upside, this is far better than what they did last year for Children in Need. We have to agree.
Hello there, Shooty Guts were here.
Shooty, why are you wearing a fucking dress? What's fucking wrong with you, mate? Put on a pair of stripes and get a costume and stick with it. That was your initial idea, and you should have put your bloody foot down, darling.
And I play the Doctor in Doctor Who.
First time I heard him refer to as the Doctor, not the 15th Doctor.
Here I am in my beautiful TARDIS, and
it's shit, your TARDIS. It is genuinely shit.
It is an honor to be here on Children in Need Night, the best cause.
It's not the best cause. I mean, he actually delivered the line just now. Oh, and he wasn't talking about sucking a dick or anything.
The Doctor would approve, and I'd like to give you all a treat to celebrate the hard work you put into Children in Need. So, I'm getting a little timey-wimey.
Okay, and does anyone... Look, here's the thing. Doctor Who is a failing show on a failed network, right? Is Children in Need... Anybody watch it still? I think their association with BBC is probably a bad idea at this point. It probably hurts their charity because everybody hates the BBC that much.
Yeah, and I'm going to bring you Christmas in November. Here, just for you, is a clip from the brand new Doctor Who.
He'll be really good as a companion, or he'll be great as a character that isn't a Doctor. Like, he could even be, you know, okay, the Corsair, right? That was introduced in the Moffat years, right? He could totally be good as that. But the Doctor, you know, Jimmy Smith should be an asexual character. Right? I don't know what to tell you. Right? Doctor should be an asexual character. Okay, second.
Christmas special, and the episode is called Joy to the World. I hope you like it, and please do keep supporting Pudsey tonight if you can.
Okay, I'm not supporting Pudsey because I just wouldn't support anything the BBC suggests. I think we're probably going to I'm surprised Pudsey isn't having his furry wedding tackle cut off to make him into a girl, right? I don't know what you're going to do with the money. I don't trust any of you. Oh yeah, giving to charity is a good thing though. I wouldn't give to anything the BBC is supporting. It'll probably go straight to bloody Hamas. Don't trust them, right? Don't trust them. Will I like this show? No. I wish Stephen Moffat would just go ahead and write a romantic comedy, which is what he clearly. A sci-fi romantic comedy. He would really enjoy doing that.
And thank you. Have fun. Goodbye.
I nearly got away without kissing, but okay.
Wherever there's a corporation, there is PR. They just can't stop themselves.
Okay, wait. So they're talking about corporations being the bad guy. Russell, mate, you suck Disney and BBC's cock constantly. Right? You love corporations. All you socialists love corporations. Right? I like this idea that you're anti-corporation is just so laughable. Right? You love corporations. But no, I'm going to make corporations a bad guy. Really? Again, so why do you hang on their every bloody word?
Evil must logo.
Conflict solutions.
Villain Guard. Biggest arms manufacturer.
Wait, that was the arms manufacturer from his episode. Boom, wasn't it?
Manufacturer in recorded history, very old enemies of mine.
Why would a weapons manufacturer?
Again, I mean, I think they did it way better with on audio. In fact, audio visuals before Big Finish, Conglomerate.
I want to make a start.
And then they brought that back to go against Tom Baker, right? And they cast David Warner as the person in charge.
In recorded history, very old enemies of mine.
Why would a weapons manufacturer want to make a star?
Villain Guard Q&A activated. Villain Guard is engaged in the creation of a customizable energy source, which is functionally infinite.
And definitionally insane.
Doctor, that voice, I know that voice.
Hello again. My consciousness has been uploaded to the communication interface for user convenience.
If a star...
Wait. Wasn't that the guy who was in David Tennant's last story? Yeah, what? I think it was. Let's see if I can pull that up. Come on, wait. There we go. There. I was, but not the woman, the bloke. I'm sure that I am really sure that was him. 1 second. Yeah, a sane person would just look up the credits. Not me. Oh no. Was it 10th Doctor? Right, here we go. Specials, doink. End of time. I'll start with part 1 because I'm pretty sure it's in part 1. Honestly, I think the production values here were better. Maybe it was part 2 he's in. Oh yeah, this is the same bloke.
Country, I am choking in this thing. I'm sorry. Oh, by the saints, that's better. Oh, these people are so flat.
But what do we do?
Okay. Is it the same? I think it's the same guy. Hang on.
A star seed.
To the
I think it's the
communication
same bloke.
interface for user convenience.
If a star seed goes boom anywhere on Earth at any point in history, it will burn every living thing.
See, this is where Shooty falls apart when he tries to there's no baritone. There's no steel there behind the voice, right? It's not. This is where he can't convey it.
Tell that to your users.
Valengard respects the collateral sacrifice made by all participating innocent life forms, regardless of race, species, or belief system.
The thing is, you've got your sums all wrong. I've been scanning your starseed and you don't have enough time, nowhere near enough time to grow.
Yeah, he's not very good at selling being able to being special effects. I mean, look, it's Jurassic Park level. That's a physical effect? I don't think it's a model.
Oh, fridge.
But the dinosaurs now got the energy in it or something. And honestly, the Nicola Coughlan, again, I think she's probably a lovely person, but the companions are there to be hot. Right? I hate to be the one to break this to you. Oh, Bill Gates, yes! Yes! I get they're there to be hot. And yeah, they're not, essentially. Here we got some. I think he's talking about it over here. No, 1 second. Where was it? Something about Stephen Moffat building law, which must be about the Vanguard. Yeah, world building. There you go. Bleeding cool, but it didn't come up there before. Here we go. Share screen. I like it. I wish Big Finish would be. I wish they would record 5 Tom Baker Christmas stories and release one every year, in a fun Christmas story. Because this is just sad. You know, it really is. This Friday, Children Need. By the way, I had no idea Children Need was coming up. This took me as a surprise. I heard about it on Dan's stream, on Thursday. I was like, I had no idea. Right? There's no excitement. about anything anymore. Having a Doctor Who event this time. This event. This time previewing the year's upcoming Christmas special, Joy to the World. Now, they've done that before. Hang on 1 second. List of children in need Doctor Who segments. Children, maybe children in need. Again, to go through all the different ones they've done. So, okay, yeah, they do. Look at this. Fine. So in 2006, the series was presented with a special concert of music from the series, which later condensed as part of Doctor Who Condensed. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good idea of what to do. 1 second. Since arriving in 2007, there was another mini episode. Produced to link last time was the Voyage of the Damned. Yeah, that was fun. Where he winds back the ship coming through the TARDIS wall. The TARDIS wall. That was that. I enjoyed that. And it was Time Crash, right? That's what with and they explained why Peter Davison looked older. That really worked well. That was great. So that's 2007. 2008. There was insufficient time for production to prepare an original production, according to Rusty Davis, writing a document, although there were subsequent media rumors of potential reunion of surviving Doctors. Ultimately, the show's contribution consists of a pre-credits teaser from the comic special, The Next Doctor. Yeah, so this is bigger than that, I think, probably. 2009, Davis, writing in Doctor Who magazine, hinted about possibly of a further mini-episode produced in 2009. Ultimately, it did not occur. Instead, a specially packaged preview clip from TV, The End of Time, was announced and broadcast during the November 20th appeal. Fine. So 2010, a preview of Christmas Carol. So this seems to be more normal than not, right? 2011, we got a mini episode, Naked Truth, featuring the 11th Doctor, written by Stephen Moffat, broadcast as a preview for the Doctor, Widow, and the Wardrobe. I don't remember that one at all. In 2012, both a prequel and a trailer for forthcoming Christmas special. The prequel was entitled The Great Detective and introduced Matt Smith and Jenna Louise Coleman. Okay. Preview of Dare the Doctor in 2013. Preview of The Last Christmas. That's not really a preview. Preview of The Husband's River Song. Preview of the Return of Dr. Mysterio. As well as Looking for Pudsey, which features the 12th Doctor. Preview of okay, it's normally a preview. People are bitching, they shouldn't be. Right, and then they skipped it for the Jodie years apparently. Was it 2018? Alice Doctor Who Surprise was released alongside a preview of Kablam, and then they skipped it until Jodie was gone. Destination Skaro, shit. Preview of Joy to the World. Okay, so it's not as lackluster as it does appear. You see a K there. Now go away. There you go. This time previewing Christmas Special, Joy to the World. The script by a former showrunner, Stephen Moffat, his 15th script for Doctor Who, and might be his biggest, which might be the biggest number of scripts a single writer contributed to the series in the 60-year history. Well, that's an interesting stat. I didn't know that. Joy to the World guest stars Bridgerton and Big Mood star Nicola Coughlan as Joy of the Title. Moffat just loves puns with his characters. Now, it's a very on-the-noser. And Moffat brings back a recurring villain that he created in the series for the story. Villain Guard again. Yeah, I thought they were the bad guys from Boom. Even just a short clip, Moffat brings back the villain he created and has been the only writer to keep them in Doctor Who. He, just like he's been the only writer to take River Song and its given from the entire art. Well, it's his character. And he was showrunner. I mean, duh. The Doctor, manages the Doctor and Death and Afterlife since he created the Vinegar Corporation is a galaxy and century-spanning evil arms manufacturing corporation. I mean, that's a good idea for a villain, frankly. And it's not a single evil person, but a faceless corporation entity that uses and destroys people. Again, if this show wasn't so intensely corporate, they would have a point. But it is intensely corporate. They last appeared in the first season, boom, but they did appear again as a landmine, so overseen by Willingard, borrowing factory, blah, 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 blah. But I don't think they've only been in that episode, right? I can see something about the Christmas special Moffat told Southeast, BBC Southeast a few days ago in an interview. Imagine that in the far, far future, a hotel chain can get hold of the idea of time travel. What's the first thing a hotel would do with time travel? They'll realize they had an opportunity to sell unsold nights or in their own hotel's history. Again, that just sounds really dumb to me. I'm sorry. I did. That's what we're going to do with time travel. Okay. Looks like a hotel chain can be owned by Villengard in Stephen Moffat's Doctor Who universe. Evil corporations are most persuasive evil of all. At least the Daleks are more honest about their intentions. Here it looks like... Exactly. You're all completely under the thrall of social media companies. All of you. Here it looks like Villengard is using to create a power source for time travel by hatching it 65 million years ago, which means they might have wiped out the dinosaurs for the sake of profit. Well, what? Them along with the Terminus and also Slipback, I think, didn't it? So, the Terminus was the Big Bang. No, them along with the Urshock spaceship, right? Beryl Reed's ship. Does anyone say that to make an anti-capitalist statement? I think he probably did. He's just drawing stuff he read in the news for entertainment. Okay, the news is corporate. How can you have anti-capitalist statement with stuff inspired by incomplete corporate capitalism? And even corporations are perfectly providing endless plot ideals for fun and satire that just happens to fit into Doctor Who perfectly. I do agree with that, actually, as happened. I know, but again, the drag factor of, no pun intended, of shooting Gatwa is considerable, right? I just don't think you can crawl out over that, right? I really don't think you can crawl out. Oh, yeah, we should look at this story as well. Which is good. This is just another bit of dumbness. Oh, Miss Lisa Pertwee-Girl said, "How you doing, Mr. Lisa Pertwee-Girl? I hope you're having a good night." As in Digby Strawbridge. Hello, Digby Strawbridge. The Guardian of Chaos, right? This new product line, Valentine Dial. So they're saying, oh, they're going to have the Black Guardian in Series 2, Series 5, whatever it is, right? But they've renamed it the Guardian of Chaos because the Black Guardian is associating the word black with evil. Right, so that's the Guardian of Chaos. Now, he was always the Guardian of Chaos. They made him Guardian of Chaos in the Big Finish production, Key to Time. It was a 2, not T-O. And honestly, this realization of him with the little birdie head on him, it's not very good, right? It's not very good, but just like, oh God, the wokeness everywhere in everything all the time. So then they bring back Black Guardian. Who gives a shit? Oh, who gives a shit? Let's see if I can find the Big Finish one. I mean, is the Big Finish website working any quicker than when it was? Because, man, ever since they had their troubles, oh, God, does it drag its ass. So I can pull up Key to Time. And then they had Graceless, which was the spinner. Instead of the Tracer was these two reasonably hot twins. And they spun them off into their own series. And just kind of, I was with them for a while, but they just kind of got repetitive, I'm afraid. Oh, yeah, they got a new classic Doctor's New Monsters coming out. Yeah, let's look at that. For out. Key to Time. There you go. So this was Key to Time, the Chaos Pool. So this was a 3-story thing with, I forgot, they had a lot of wood in it. Is this the first, second, or third one? I can't remember. 632. It's not bad. That's not bad at all. But who played the Black Guardian? It was David Troughton, right? And it was in this that they said it was the Guardian of Chaos, right? That's where that came from. So who gives a shit? It's basically where. Oh yeah, once I'm going to look at, they've got a new. So when I first say a new classic Doctors new monsters, and I kind of swore off this range after 2 releases ago. I was like, but like I do like I like the collection of doctors there, like Paul McGann, Sylvester McCoy, Tom Baker, and I do like Michael Troughton's second Doctor. But then I saw it's got Carvanista in. Although they do have the monks in it, I do like the Pyramid Monks, but I can't look Carvanista. I'm sorry, I'm not paying to for more Jodie era, right? It's not happening. Full cast audio drama box set. I mean, even if it's great, for me, you can't tie it into that, especially Flux, which was generally speaking everybody thought was shit. The 5th full cast audio drama, classic Doctors, new monsters. Why can't we have these 4 Doctors having a Christmas special each instead? Faithful Friends is a new box set. Will comprise of 4 adventures, pitting classic era Doctors against monsters created for the post 2005 series, and the 2 stories will feature a big finish debut of the ruthless Krillitane. Okay. When the 10th Doctor encountered them on the 2006 episode of School Reunion, the Krillitane appeared to be as demonic bats, but their power to adapt their appearances and abilities or species they conquer. What form will they take when they meet the 2nd Doctor and the 7th Doctor? Okay. Interesting idea. What are we up to? So this is called Faithful Friends. It's available. It's £25 for download. Yeah, not getting me on that one, mate. When's it coming out, I wonder? Krillitane features Michael Troughton, Fraser Hines, and Wendy Pavley. See, that makes it kind of interesting. As the TARDIS lands in a research base where disturbing experiments are being carried out. It's by John Dorn. It's probably not a bad story at all. And the Krillitane Eric Sylvester McCoy as the 7th Doctor alongside Sarah Griffith as Ray. What? Reprising role from the 97 Delta and the Bannerman. What? At the time, the production team considered making Ray a Doctor Companion, and this said she is. That's really weird. Have they ever done that before? That's really weird. All right, but I don't think she played Ray in this one, did she? No, they just go. Okay, that's a really weird idea. See, Big Finish does that a lot now. These weird ideas that don't really kind of come together. The Krillitane Relic stars Colin McFarlane, recently returning to the Whoniverse spin-off series, The War Between Land and Sea, couldn't care less, and features the Big Finish debut of Dame Sheila Hancock, who appeared as Dr. Helen A. in the 7th Doctor. How many of this? Fine. Man, did she enjoy that? She was in behind the sofa on the Blu-rays. She really loved that story. It was a good story. I mean, the special edition is excellent. Writer John says the Krillitane are always a fascinating monster, and their unique abilities still traits from other species, but also means they're really challenging them back because by definition they have to do something different with them every time. So my approach to writing these was to watch the TV episode, read the books, and then studiously avoid them. Look for new angles. You've got a traditional Troughton based under siege story with a monster on the loose, and the 7th Doctor meeting an old friend with another old friend. But with the Krillitane, they are what they're up to this time. You just have to wait and see. The other 2 stories in the box set feature the 4th Doctor, Louise James and K9 meeting up with Lupari. Sorry, no. And Paul McGann versus the Monk. I probably would have liked that one as well. When's it out? It's available for pre-order, but when's it come out? January. This really should have been a December release, I think. Yeah, it's like the Woolpara. It was just such a bad. It was actually a bad part. That was a bad part of Jodie. Holy crap! It was. That's the one that sinks it. I'm sorry. Oh, man. So it's Tom Baker with the. I mean, truth is, Tom Baker does go well with that. But like, I don't know. I don't want to be a part of that universe. I got enough. I don't really need to. What is coming out this month? I really want to give this a try. They got the first part for free. I like the idea of Karney with the Seventh Doctor. Might be good. War Master Future Phantoms. I think I'm done with the War Master range now. Who's writing this one? Jonathan Barnes, James Goss, Lizzie Hopley, and Tom. I mean, they got good writers. What's the idea behind one? For decades, there have been rumors of St. Simon's College whispers that of doors that somehow open, that somehow appears once a year in the depths of the building. Some claim it leads to a set of rooms owned by a long-forgotten master of the college. And if you happen to meet him, he'll invite you in to hear his story. Yeah. They have been just degenerated to ghost stories a little bit, I'm afraid. Shame, because Derek Jacobi is freaking excellent. I love Derek Jacobi, but this range is past its sell-by date now. But yeah, there's no real Christmas release here. Oh, is this November? I meant to look at December. Oh, God, go away. Want some future, piss off. Yeah, I mean, if Audacity wasn't such a nails on a chalkboard awful character, I'd be interested in this. This one I am interested though. The Curse of Time, yeah, this one I'm gonna get. And so what's the platinum bundle? Okay, we got whoa. How much stuff is there? Fine, this is the most expensive one, I think. So what do you get here? Something as a foot. This special gold bundle comes with limited edition T-shirt. No. Brochure, CD, and download. It's strictly limited 25 copies. Oh, God. That's what it is. I don't want the bundle. I don't want a bundle. I see they've all sold out anyway. Okay, so you can buy T-shirts with it. Oh, how much is it? I'm not spending 50 fucking bucks on this. How about no bundle? I don't want the bundle. Okay, 60. Now, is this video or is it going to be? Is it just recorded on the day? Why didn't they just put out a video of it, or even like video edited highlights? I mean, I am kind of into getting this. I know. Anyway, Fourth Doctor story and the War Doctor. I think they're the ones I will go for. Right, that's it. And Paternoster Gang looks fun, but I never really like the Paternoster Gang. Okay. What I do like, however, a bit of Blake 7. Let's review the next 2 episodes of Blake 7. As I wait for my Blu-rays to arrive. Oh, the tracking stopped working. So they stopped giving me updates. I'm like, it must be. It'll be here. I mean, that happened with my season 25 once. Oh, getting the Wizzy Wheel. Ooh, here we go. Doink. Let's find Blake 7. What episode we did? Animals. We're about halfway through the season now, I think. Going away. Blake 7. Season 4. We are we're at Assassin. It's Assassin and Games again. Like 2 more. Like now, okay, 2 more episodes of Blake 7. Now we're into the series proper, right? The reboot has gone down, and the reboot is really weird. It's they rebooted stuff, and then they kind of like walk back from like the surveillance stuff. I think we're going to see in this one Assassin, right? I can't remember what happened in series 3 or series C, right? Where she had to change her identity. Surveillance had to change her identity to Commissioner Schleer. And I can't remember why that happened. I just know that it really didn't work whatsoever. Just in the same way that how they got Scorpio, which has all the same abilities as Liberator, really didn't work at all. And it could have done. Oh. But like, hey, now the reboot's on. I think is Sutherland in this episode. I think she's in this episode. Yeah, she. But it's so bizarre in that you would have thought Sutherland was a reasonably famous figure, right? You would have thought that Sutherland was somebody they would recognize by like being super glamorous. You know, Jacqueline Pierce wearing these slinky outfits all the time and being a psychopathic killer and like Supreme Commander. Face is probably on money. I don't understand how nobody knows that she is Commissioner Slill, Commissioner Hill Sutherland. And I also don't know why it would be a problem if anybody did know, right? But who cares? Who cares? Look, we're here for the performances. We're here for the dark dystopian world that is Blake 7. Yes, and we're very here for that. Fine. So again, reboot universe. Love the titles. Da 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 da. Wow, wow. And again, Paul Darrow just like now we're in mid-season and he's totally in control of Scorpio, right? His performance is just the intensity turned up to 12. It's cray, right? So is this the one? No, this is they picked up a transmission that Sutherland hired a super assassin to take them all out, right? And yeah, I kind of get distracted because I just look at Su-Lin and Dana too much, right? Yeah, very, very hot. And I do love I love the it needed a bit of a reboot, so now it's so firmly in the early 80s. It's very, very, very contemporary, right? And oh yeah, so fine. So Sutherland's there, and she's doing more like skullduggery. And again, how does anybody not know that she isn't that Sleer and Sutherland aren't one and the same? It's not like she's done anything to mask her identity in any way, shape, or form. Right, I do like the lounges they had on Scorpio as well, where they just chilled out. And so they have to, yeah, they're tracking this transmission. They go down to the planet where it came from to find to find some kind of assassin that's looking for them. And the assassin leaves as they get down there. Honestly, the twist is I did see coming like a mile away. But I do like the location stuff, right? And so Avon has the plan of getting captured, but he has a bit of a dust up first. Oh yeah, these are slavers, right? These are slavers, and he pretends his ship just crashed. Help me! And you do get a good bit of a dust up with this, but he's captured, and Villa watches everything happening, but he loses his communicator bracelet, which they do every week now, right? I think the grips of these communicator bracelets were much better on Liberator. So yeah, so they found. Oh yeah, okay, fine. So he's looking for the assassin's coming after him. The assassin's in a ship that's taken off, and all of a sudden Richard Handel is here, right? For some reason, right? This is 81. This must be how he got the job as the first Doctor, right? Must be. Because he's just in those circles at the time. So somebody must have recommended him. So they can't. Oh yeah. So the cool thing with the slaves that like if they only try and sell you 2 or 3 times and then they feed you to the ant lions or something. And so he's like, "This is my last time being sold. I'm screwed. Help me." It's like so. Yeah, you get this like bizarre, decadent slave auction, right? And again, how does people not know she is Sutherland? I don't know.
Every one of those men is an agent for at least 50 potential clients.
Yeah, and I do like the evil dripping decadence, right? Of the Blake 7 one, the Sutherland circles. Fine. So honestly, this is just a bit of bollocks for them to like before you get to the main part of the plot, where you see all these super rich slavers wearing funny hats. And they're going to be sold, but they break out, And Servalan wants Avon, obviously, and so he gets them to bring down another bracelet to take him up. Dana comes back and beats people up, which she does. So I would like to see Su Lin do a bit more gunslinging, but like I think is such a cool character. Yeah. So then there's a mysterious black ship left, and they're tracking the black ship, which has the assassin on it that they're looking for, which seems a bit weird. Like, wouldn't you go away from him? But no, they go and confront the assassin, and it so it's a weird. So when I see this assassin, I go, this guy, it's been what 20 years since I saw it. Yeah, it's called Cancer, right? That's what we got going on. I'm like, this guy is too obvious. He's the assassin, right? And it doesn't really make any sense in hindsight. But I'm going to spoil it for you. He's not really an assassin. He's a decoy. He's an actor employed. Seems to be employed to a very dangerous job. This is somebody who is like just terrified and on the ship that's been kidnapped. I saw her and went, oh. So it's either her or Richard Hundell is the real assassin, right? One of the two, right? And all the rest is a subterfuge. And yeah, she does a lot like boo-hooing. So I was like, I think it's probably her, right? I think it's probably her. And they catch him a little bit too easily. I tell you, I like the effects of this era. Honestly, I think, they're not, 2024 standard, but for me, they're fine. So yeah, so they're on this. They're looking for something on the spaceship somehow, and essentially at this point, I'm just waiting for the twist to happen. So, is it Richard Herndl or is it the woman? I can't remember, right? And then Richard Herndl comes a cropper as I remember. Oh, there's a green light! Help me! And the woman runs in. Oh no! And Cancer's got out. And basically, it's a lot of standing around and pouting. Don't get me wrong, I like the standing around and pouting. Okay, that they do that very well, and everybody is very good at standing around and pouting.
No response at all. Try the auxiliaries.
See what I mean? There's great pouting going on. Oh, I love Avon. Honestly, one of the greatest sci-fi characters ever invented. I mean, really a great character. The only actor I can think who could ever play him is Mads Mikkelsen, other than Paul Darrow. Oh, help me! I'm like, when she's crying again, I'm like, okay, this is the early 80s, so it could just be rampant sexism. Like the unmade Philip Martin Sills story, Mission to Magnus, which is the most sexist thing I've ever seen. It's more sexist than like grabbing Nicola Bryant's bum as she goes into television center, right? That's very sexist. It is not very good, right? Get a grip, lady. Get a grip. Again, no, fine. They found Richard Hunter. I'm like, okay, it must be the screaming woman. And if it turns out Cancer really is Cancer, I'll be like, that is so disappointing. These guns look so much better than the Liberator guns, right? Again, I just love the contemporary 80s feel to it. And I think the lighting in this has been a lot better as well. The framing of the pictures. Yeah, okay, fine. So you got it essentially say, yeah, I'm definitely the assassin, right? Oh yeah. So then there's a bad special effect of a spider that he's using to kill people. Well, the spider's gonna be in a second. Quitty spider went up the water spout, and she just moves her hand in the nick of time. Right, so eventually, yeah, the real assassin has her, and she looks a lot better as the evil assassin. Like, and he was again. He's just this. I don't know. He just ends up just standing there, staring into space for some reason. Yeah. So, well, he's got Avon trussed up. There's so much S&M going on in Blake 7, right? There really is. Yeah, she's taking him to Serverland. She's going to get the other people, and she says, "Oh, Serverland, I got the person you want." And yeah, it's not entirely convincing. This near death thing. It's not like, was it Chekhov and was it Captain Tyrrell, right, in Star Trek 2, and the bit they cut out from the English release, where they put they put creatures into our bodies, but it's like, it is helmet, it is about to go down there. No, it just doesn't really work as well.
But a man's just a man when all's said and done. Goodbye, Avon.
Hold it!
Yeah, just deserves. I mean, this is a great death scene. And it's a lot of work to put a hair up into that like bun thing. Yeah, so that didn't make you makes it pinches a little bit apparently when it bites you. And Avon's like, nah, kiss.
I don't want to seem pessimistic, but under the circumstances.
Yeah, and Servalet just flies around this ship now. This is what Commissioner Sleer does.
Prepare to fire.
On target, ma'am.
Fire!
Yeah, you get to them and they, of course, they're already gone. I do like them hanging out and having free, and I like Data serving them. That's something that wouldn't happen.
Last minute on purpose.
We weren't even sure we'd heard you properly.
But it seemed a good idea to assume that we had.
It was a good idea.
Well, aren't you going to
What's the extra drink for? Villa, maybe?
tell us what happened? Villa's very worried. He wants to know what became of that sweet little girl.
Villa, all sweet things have one thing in common. A tendency to make you sick.
Okay. Again, that just makes it sexy to me. Do we get a bit of a wry smile? There you go. So that's Assassin. And again, it's a bit of a... I like that we're in the bog standard episodes at this point, right? It's Blake 7 season 4 and maybe season 3, 2, and 1 as well. I have to go back and revisit them. Once you got the world building set up, they're very much in. It's like these weird little sci-fi stories that like kind of just cram into that world, quite comfortably actually, right? So that was Assassin, and then Games. Okay, this is what I mean. Games is a weird sci-fi story. I think they just added in Blake 7 characters. And again, this is where I really love Blake 7 because they make these whole little universes each week, right? So this week, Blake, then again, they're always flying around a Scorpio saying, "Oh, we got somebody who can totally help us," right? And so they're looking for another boffin of the week, and they're going to find because he's going to help them with the rebellion. Was it Stratford John's? He's great, right? He's really, really great. I can't remember what his field of expertise is. All right, but so they got this super power source that they're mining, and this guy's a real crook, and he's stolen most of it, and hidden it on his ship. But the interesting thing about him is he's written this complex AI to play games with him, and he's got this very affectionate relationship with this AI, right? So they're going to find because they want to get this mineral to help them in the revolution, which they haven't actually started this revolution as yet, right? They're mainly just flying around. So then you have the Avon's partners who we weren't told about. They go and try and break into this guy's ship, and he's got a game there to stop them where they got to essentially have a shootout with themselves. I love those old style. Arm yourself. Yeah, I'm not really up for playing the game. Anyway, so they try and get in, and they all fail horribly, right? The guy with the beard gets away and manages to call to Avon, who comes and picks him up, and they're on their way over there. Now, at the same time, of course, Commissioner Slayer shows up again. How does anybody know this isn't Serverland? How does anybody not know? And it looks like this is where they probably left here, and then the Destiny of the Daleks crew came in right after them, or were in right before. It looks like the same place. But Serverland's entrance here is wonderful. Here she comes. Again. This is just weird. I do like her, nonchalant, sexy walk. So hi, I'm totally not Serverland. I'm Commissioner here. So she's in to check on Stratford Johns and says, "Where's my super fuel, cunt? I'm gonna mess you up." Essentially. Meanwhile, Scorpio is they're finding out the mission that we got to go and get these crystals, and he heads over to Stratford. Now, Stratford Johns has basically just been told by Serverland that they're about to, he's got to produce the fuel that he said he will get mine for them, or he's going to go to jail forever or be killed. So now he's calling to Scorpio and saying, could you help me get out, please? Okay. And again, I like the believability of this character. And is it from the script or is it from the performance? I don't know. It's so bizarre how this show has just great performances. I mean, you really don't get a duffer, right? And now they've been doing it for a few years. Like, again, Paul Darrow, his Avon is, I think he's the best in season 4, right? Same with Villa. Although Villa, I don't know, Villa was just kind of good right from the outset. Stayed reasonably steady. He was in the Babin episode, right? City on the Edge of the World or something. He was a very good fall for Colin Baker. Babin, that Big Finish release was a real disappointment. Fine, so they're on their way to pick him up, and I do love how everybody's a crook.
Use the.
So and so he's trying to talk down Serverland and saying, basically giving an info dump how this stuff works. And the guy with the beard, you kind of know he's your average red shirt, right? Man, Stephen Pacey, look, every panel looks like it was drawn by Steve. Every frame looks like it was drawn by Steve Dillon. Right, yeah, had a little bit of a shootout. And what's going on with Avon on the ship? I can't remember now.
During the maneuver, they are entirely on their own. But once we are in our new orbit...
Oh, fine, yeah. So they're doing this a space maneuver thing where they acting. It looks like they've gone, but they're hiding behind Stratford John's ship, so they don't know they're there. Which I thought that was pretty good writing, but leaves the landing crew on their own. They're captured, as pretty much they are. Oh look, we're in another electric processing plant in a quarry. Stratford Johns is just. I love the way the political way he slimily tries to get round Serverland, right? And I love that. That's so endemic to the Blake 7 universe, right? It just fits so in. Everybody is really a bit of a slimy character. Let's get a bit of Slave.
You orbit with consummate skill, Master.
I really like Slave, right? I like Pro Slave to Zen. Mind you, I'm kind of into S&M. The entire series exudes a kink upon kink in my mind, right? It really does. Right. If Doctor Who, Perry was your kind of analogous to your mainstream porn, right? Your Jenna Jameson, right? See, I'm dating myself. She's the most famous one I know. I think. Nobody else is leaping to mind. But, that's like a very pretty, normative sexual attraction. This is like your weird, skanky German porn, right? Your weird, skanky German piss porn, right? I think that will be the difference between the two the two shows. And the funny thing is, that assessment is pretty much spot on. Right, I do think Paul Darrow likes someone where he gets to stay in studio. Like, I get to stay in Scorpio. Fine, so they come and pick him up, and they have to get out. But I think it all goes bad somehow. Oh no, he escapes and they have to get up to their ship. He has this really good scene with his computer said, "I can't take you with me." And it's real affection going on there. Right, and Villa's working with the computer.
Let's get one thing straight from the start. I don't mean you any harm, not personally. I'm sure you're a miracle of engineering, and I bet you're not as bad-tempered as Aurak. I just want one of your circuits, that's all.
Yeah, they need. It's weird. They need a bit from them to be able to get out somehow, right? And so they're hiding from Stratford Johns. There's a big cat and mouse going because he's got a fortune on this shuttle. That's an orbit which Scorpio is in orbit above, right? So Avon's guy meets up with Servalan. Oh, and she's so evil in this, right? I this is again. I love the darkness of Servalan.
I think information might save you.
The crystals are in the orbiter, but Belkov's will be trapped, so he thinks they're safe.
Belkov, that's who Stratford John's playing.
There must be a billion in crystals out there, maybe more.
Like, this is the most sadistic thing I've seen, until Reservoir Dogs.
Anything else?
Dana, we are down safe.
Okay, fine. So this is cool. They have to do the test, and this time it's Su Yin as the doing her gunslinger thing, which
Thank you, slave. Avon.
Yes, Dana.
Keep it moving.
Yeah, that she wins. I love the BBC computer graphics you got going on there. In they get with, and they have to pilot the ship or something. I can't remember.
Retro stabilizers out of action.
I think, is that a simulator or is it real? I can't remember. But anyway, then you need a Tarrant skill set. Then you need the villas to get through the next door. And eventually they get there. But they can't use the crystals for some reason.
Possible. We have got to get out of here.
Stand by.
Sequence is Cygnus XL.
The successful completion of a game continues the sequence. To regain control, you must complete the coded sequence of star sources.
What about the Felden crystals?
Gambit.
This game will reveal the entrance.
All we have to do is lock onto the right star.
It is possible that we've...
Okay, so they got to work out where to go to get the next crystal. Wait, what happens? I can't remember. Now I've got to see.
Dana, we're ready for teleport.
What about the crystals?
There aren't any damned crystals. There never were any damned crystals. They're like everything else on this ship. A game. That's why the last one has to be impossible. We have got to get out of here.
Yeah, I do like a bit of Avon reasoning. And then you sadly get this goodbye.
It is stable. You're approaching optimum departure coordinates.
Fine. Sever guidance links give me automatic control.
Beginning self-destruct sequence.
Right. Yeah. So he, I think Villa inadvertently gives the computer the ability to blow up his ship because he tries to leave without her, the computer.
Belkov has opened the door.
Into the black hole. That is an infinite power source for the Felden to draw upon. There is nothing that won't be dragged in.
Aurak, if we pushed everything to the limit, could we raise enough power to pull away from it?
Negative.
But a huge negative force.
Yeah, so they work out they've got to use the force of the crystals, which are all just blown up, to be able to escape, which they do. They shake the ship around a little bit, and then we get a bit of a sardonic line at the end.
Yes, but what have you done?
Proved my somewhat simplistic theory, Aurak.
Apparently so. It would appear that positive and negative inputs were balanced by the Felden crystals. Indeed, the balance was so perfect that they simply ceased to exist, along with everything in their immediate vicinity.
I'm glad we didn't get too close.
But after all that, we go home empty-handed.
True.
Not entirely empty-handed. Well, I saw it lying about. Seemed a pity not to take it. After all, Belkov won't be needing it where he's gone.
Let me see that.
Yeah, and I think the again, it's so not like Star Trek when the witty comeback was like this nice sweet line. This is like, these are fake.
I'd say the last game was mine, wouldn't you?
I have bad news for you, Villa. It's a fake. End game to Belkov.
And again, why do we love Blake Seven? The delivery of that line, man, it's so good, right? It's so good. So yeah, so look, the reboot chugs along nicely. What's the next one in the? Because I had to stop watching them because I thought I'd get too far ahead, right? And I can't even remember what goes on because I got it watched this too long ago. So next one is Sand. I remember Sand, Gold, and Orbit. Sand, Gold. So yeah, this is what we'll do. We'll do Sand and Gold as one, and then Orbit and Warlord as another one. And then we'll do Blake as its own season finale, right? Man, Blake Seven's awesome. It really is. Blake Seven is absolutely awesome, and just gets better and better and better. I'm really genuinely loving it. Can't wait till my season 1 arrives. We'll be doing a deep dive into that. My review of season 25 Blu-rays it hit a snag in that I've got to watch the Sophie Aldred interview. I'm like, Sophie kind of just irritates me a bit now. So I'm not like as excited as I would have been. But that's the next thing I got to watch. I started watching. I watched half of Greatest Show in the Galaxy Special Edition. I started watching a special edition of Silver Nemesis. Oh, boy, that's a bad episode. I mean, I can see why it went wrong and what the intentions were, but not good. And yeah, there's so many. All the elements of it are pretty darn good. It's just put them together, and you come up with shite. Right? You come with absolute shite. Fine, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tool off into the sunset. I'm going to bid you a Jew. I'm going to be a Jew, bidding you a Jew. Say have a good evening, everybody, and gird yourself for the upcoming week. Who knows or dares to dream what insanities will go down. I'm going to hit the end broadcast, but I'm going to hit it again. I'm going to say good night.